Alright guys, tacticalrab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to the pre-kickoff classic interviews we're doing with the pro players. Today, joined by Temp of the Paris Legion. How are you doing, sir? You're looking well.
I'm doing very good, man. I'm just happy to be here, happy to get ready to, have fun at a tournament again. We don't get many tournaments these days, so every time we get a tournament, I'm just excited to play.
Been a very long time, that is for sure. First thing I want to say, we did talk about it briefly before things kicked off. There was a while ago, people have mentioned it before in the comments and stuff like that. There's a video that I think, I forget what it was about. It was some sort of charity thing that happened a while ago. There was Doug and there was Tommy. They were talking about some stuff that happens. Times change. And then I checked the Twitter and Donny Temp had blocked me on Twitter. I was like, what's going on? And then recently I got unblocked. So I thought, we could clear the air a little bit.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of fugazi, I would say, for that situation. Nothing. I couldn't really comment on what really happened, so I'm just gonna leave that in the past, obviously. But realistically, I can't be mad at like media people for posting or talking about a subject, because that's their job. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing your job. So if I don't want to be talked about, I can't be involved with stuff in that light. So that's what changed about that for me. So no hard feelings. We're doing your job and I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I unblocked you. There's no point to, it wasn't that big of a deal, So I'm
Nah,
just
no,
not holding a
absolutely not.
grudge. Yeah.
No, I mean, I appreciate that. Like, that's a good mindset. I wish other pros would have a similar mindset sometimes. But let's
Mm.
dive into the roster, right? Because last season you were on Paris, and then this season you're still on Paris. Like, obviously disappointing ends to last year. Like, did you expect to be coming back this year? Were you looking at like opportunities elsewhere? Because it's a tough league right now to get a spot in. There's no doubt. Like, how did the process go? Really getting back on the organization just having to keep you on the table.
I definitely did look other places. Didn't have very many opportunities, which is understandable because Cold War, I don't think I was bad at the game by any means, but just the tournament results, like if you just see someone get 12th at every tournament, you're gonna look at them like, yo, what are you doing? So realistically, I probably didn't deserve any offers. So this is just another year to prove myself, that I'm a top player, and I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, let's get it. The other thing is really, well, just where Paris sit right now, because a lot of people have, I mean, I'm pretty sure Coach Theory might have said on Twitter, this is one of the more confident he's been in a team or like any iteration of the Paris lineup going into the new year. Easy Max said the other day, we've seen a fair few scrims with you guys involved, but he reckons, obviously the FaZe analyst, you guys are, really looking pretty good in the hard points. Going to be a tough team to stop in that sense. It's an interesting one because, of course, there's more to these matches than just the hard points, right? There's search, there's control, and we don't really get to see too much of what's going on there. But what do you believe is that the key this year to getting better results than you've done in the past on Paris, of course?
I would say just finding consistency. Like even people are saying that we're playing good in hard point. Some days we don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's just finding that consistency, being able to have a floor where you're always competitive and not just one day you can beat FaZe and then one day you cannot win a map. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's our biggest thing is just consistency. Like we have the gun skill to compete. It's just making the smart decisions, finding that right game plan and executing it properly.
The video came out yesterday, I think. Not sure when this is going live for people on the COD League Twitter. It was, they were asking you who's going to be the MVP this year. You reckon Decimate's one of the top guys. Has he been the guy that stood out to you the most so far practicing with the team?
I don't. I want to say everyone's been playing really well. JT, whenever he's like calling out properly and doing his thing, and he's on point. He's energized, got the caffeine in him and everything. He's disgusting. So I'm just excited for him. Like I just feel like he's my duo on the team, and I just want him to fry. So that's why I chose him. But John's been playing really good. I'm impressed. I always mess with him. He's the guy I troll the most. Mess with him. He's looking like Black Ops 3 John a little bit. Some days he's not, we'll see. Fellows actually impressed me a lot. I used to kind of pick on him like 10 years ago, Black Ops 3. That feels like 10 years ago. Used to pick on him, be like, you suck on land, you're a warrior. But he's actually really smart and he's our main AR, so he's got to be that backbone to the team, and he's been consistent so far.
Good man, love to see it. It's good to see John getting back in business as well, because of course he had a decent return last year on Thieves, then things went sour at Champs. Like if snipers are around as well, like John with a sniper, that's another
He's been
scary
sniping.
thing. Like, yeah, like what? Because of course he had the break from competing, now he's back. Like, do you think it's tough to really get back in your groove after the timeout?
Yeah, I kind of dealt with the same thing going from AW to IW
Mm.
champs. There's nothing better than real practice with the team, you know? Like you could play eights, you could play wagers, like nothing can replicate just actually grinding with a team every day. So I think as time goes on, he'll get back to being Black Ops 3 John and better, you know?
Kickoff Classic then, coming up in a few days' time when this goes live. First match against Thieves. I mean, that's we love to see that straight up. Like, I
Yeah.
think technically, based on the seedings, like I think that is how things were meant to go. But I think it's just some people would say, look, maybe they just chose. You guys against Thieves could be pretty interesting. Like, how's it going there? How's the preparation going? Like, are you practiced against the teams? A lot of people, when I ask this question, they say they haven't practiced with them for a while because they knew they were going to play them, but.
We played them like a week ago. The last time, I mean, the time before the last time, I think they beat us pretty bad. But then the last time we played them, I think we beat them pretty bad. So, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean much. They're in Cali. We're like southeast. So it's like it's not the best connection. It's not the most fair thing, you know. They don't ever host either. I respect that about them. They don't ever play on host. So yeah, we have played them.
Yeah, I guess you're feeling good. I mean, Simp said in the first one of these we did, the LA Thieves, he reckons they're one of the teams that might be pretty off the pace right now. Like, maybe their practice hasn't been the best. They haven't been playing all that much. I don't know what you think about that, because obviously I think they took some time before they got ready to
Yeah.
go. Given they're in Cali, it's a bit tough right anyway. And then, of course, Control and Search have really only started to get played very recently.
Yeah, like the past few days. I think, yeah, they took a lot of time off. We haven't really taken any time off, so we definitely just have more play time than them. They're still great players though. So that's what like it's just so early in the game and the way the game is, they're really good players. So like I'm not going into the match like, oh, we're more prepared than them just because like we've really only been playing hardpoint more than them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I am very confident going into the match, to say the least. I'm very confident going into the match. I like playing against that team. I like playing against those players, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we heard some rumors that when you play Kenny, it doesn't end up too well for him, right? Like, are you the question I ask people is there a particular team you relish the chance to beat? I imagine you getting one up on Ken could be pretty fun.
It will be good. Yeah, I got a good record versus him, but he's beaten me before. It can always happen. He's also a great player, and he's one of my best friends, so we'll see. I feel like every time we're about to play each other, we like stop talking for a little bit. So that we're kind of in that mode right now. We're not really talking as much as we were, but you know, we're ready to play, ready to compete.
Good stuff. So the final question, I kind of used to say the first three of these we've done that everyone gives a different answer to this, but actually it's been kind of similar so far. Question is really top five teams at the present time. You can include yourselves. You can decide not to. An order would be preferable, but yeah, like
Okay.
obviously you're not going on all that much right now with Hardpoint, the lack of the
Yeah.
other modes being seen. But people generally seem to be gravitating to similar rosters at the moment.
Okay. I'm not gonna include our team, just because you know how people are. I would say FaZe number one. Just because you want me to give reason why or no?
Feel free.
Okay. FaZe just because they just dominated last year. They're still really, really good. I'll put OpTic number two, just because they've been playing. They've actually probably been playing the best in scrims in my eyes. Like all the teams we play, like they play us harder than FaZe does. But I still have to give it to FaZe just because of just what they've accomplished as a team, you know. So I would say them top two. Who is three? And Hardpoint Seattle. And Hardpoint Seattle's top five for sure. See, who's else? Seattle. Who are the other teams? Seattle, London. London is in my top four right now. I don't know what it is. They are probably like the hardest. I don't know. Afro is disgusting. they're one of the hardest teams to play. I don't know what it is. Maybe they'll fry at the kickoff. You know what I'm saying? They're playing very, very well right now. I feel like they have good teamwork. They have a good system and all that. So I'm very impressed by them. Just because I didn't really know about them, I just don't know their players. Other than Trey and Afro, I just don't know Nasty and Gizmo. But I feel like they're clicking right now. So like, it's really caught me off guard, and I'm excited to see how they play. So Seattle, London, FaZe OpTic. It's another team. Who else do we play? LAG is ooh.
Tough one, I think, the 5th spot. Everyone struggles with the 5th team.
I'm just trying. I can't think of the teams right now.
I don't want to give any
Toronto,
hints,
we
then
haven't played. Toronto, we haven't played in so
influence
long.
you.
Out of the teams we've played, it would have to probably be LAG.
What do you think
or
about
Minnesota.
Boston right now?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good. They're pretty good right now. I think. Like I said, there's just new player. I'm hitting the point in the league now where I'm not the new guy anymore. There's all these. I don't know Capsule or near. You know what I'm saying? But Capsule playing against him, he's one of the best players on their team right now. I think he's playing very well. Yeah, I would say I would say OpTic, FaZe, London and Seattle stand out a lot versus us, and then for the 5th is really hard. Minnesota also. Minnesota's not known as a hardpoint team, but we play them. They're all on 10 ping less than us, and they be frying us sometimes too. So it's hard to choose the 5th
There you
one.
go. It's no, absolutely, but it makes for a good season. It's tough
Yeah.
to predict. So anyway, thanks so much for your time. Any final words to the Paris fans, Donny Temp fans that are out there listening?
Yeah, I'm excited to compete this year. I'm gonna just do my best. Our team's gonna do our best. We've been working really, really, really hard. Like, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. We've been working really, really hard. We're waking up early, staying on late. It's kind of sometimes you feel overwhelmed, but we're doing it. And whatever results we get, that was our maximum effort this year. And like that's probably that's the main difference that stands out to me from last year. I don't think we were putting down our maximum effort. This year we are. So even if we get last place, that was our, you know what I'm saying? That was our maximum potential. We're doing as much as we can. I'm playing pubs. I'm about to go for diamond on all my stuff, atomic. I haven't done that since Black Ops 4. We're playing the game. It's time. All my teammates are in 8s every day, so I just don't want that to be questioned. And yeah, we're gonna do our best. I'm excited to play at the kickoff and excited to play the Thieves. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next time.